Don't forget to check out our new website, ergonology.com. There you'll find all of our latest videos, social media links, along with many 3D printed parts especially designed for the air rifle community. We also have an independent forum where you can trade your equipment. All of the links are on www.ergonology.com, and the link can be found in the YouTube video description below. Welcome YouTubers, it's Steve here and welcome to another video from Ergonology. If you're new to this channel, we do a whole load of air rifles up there, pistols and technology reviews, which this is all about today. So hit that subscribe button down there, check out the video description, check out our forums, check out our 3D printing, check out our closed Facebook group as well. Lots of great guys on there and welcome aboard. So today we're going to be talking technology and we're going to be talking about ring lights, and in particular this one here, which is the ASDDI 18-inch ring light, and it's mains powered. As usual, you'll find all the links down below in the video description where you can find a link to this and other products as well. Obviously if you get from there, it helps me, it helps the channel, I get a bit of kickback. So that's the disclaimer stuff out of the way there. So okay, so you've all seen my videos and the lighting. Hopefully you have noticed that my lighting in the last 2 years of the videos has got better and better and better. And basically I've got 2 cameras running and I'll leave some stills as well. But my lighting rig setup primarily consists of 2 fluorescent overhead lights in my office that I have here. Now this is just a spare room in my house, so I've got very limited space. I've got 2 newer lights, the 176 lights. I've got one here and I've got one up on the wall there, and then I have a tripod with a reflector on that, so if I switch this light off you'll see how the shadow on this side of my face becomes there, hence the reason I have the reflector, and I've got one shining across there with the overhead lights. So I'm trying to flood the whole of the room with light so that you get a good picture. Now to do all of that lot, I need batteries for the newer lights. Now these newer lights are great, lots of you guys are getting them and great for what they do and great for portability. But I need a tripod, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tripods on the go here. I'm in a small office room, a spare room of the house. I have not got a lot of space. I've got cables all over the place and I'm pretty much static, and if I want to move around and stuff I've got to switch all these lights. So if I just take this light and just move it, you can see, you know, it takes a bit of setup, and I usually like to use the camera in a manual mode. It's in auto at the moment deliberately, and it's a lot of fiddling and a lot of messing around for a quick video. So I wanted a better way of doing that. Now I'm going to put this out there straight away, is I am no photography expert, I am no lighting expert. I am a beginner into YouTube and stuff like that. I'd call myself sort of beginner / amateur area on that, and this video is really aimed at you guys. If you want a cheap method of doing ring lighting, then hence the reason I've gone out and done what I usually do, is I go and look on Amazon and I have a nosy around and I find a product I think's going to work, and trust me, I have a lot of failures, a lot of it just goes back, but the ones that I think are good, I then do the video reviews, and as you know, I tell you the good and the bad things. So the reason I wanted this was nice and simple to reduce the amount of clutter. I got a quick, simple setup time, and the ring light is supposed to give you a full sort of like coverage on the face area. It's really for portrait or video type work. So I'm going to use this obviously for my videoing and for any pictures that I want to light a subject up. I still will use the overhead light up there, the fluorescence, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's crack on with the with this here. So like I said, this is the ESDDI, the 18-inch ring light. Now you can get this in 2 sizes. You can get it in the 14, which is 14-inch, which is about £68 on Amazon, and you can get it in the one that I've got is the 18-inch. It's about 77 up to about £85. The prices do change. Keep looking. Links are down below. It's made of plastic all around, and this is really aimed at the sort of amateur / semi-pro, somebody that's static in a house. You know, obviously good for the beginners. You can obviously get a lot more expensive out there, but why do you do that? We know how difficult, how much kit we've got to buy and how much stuff costs. So really, really nice. Now, what I do like about this is it's mains powered. So you'll get a full UK plug, or whichever country you buy it from. Simple kettle lead type stuff. Mains powered on the back. plugs in nice and simple, and then there's a power switch there. I like that. I like that a lot, because I'm going to use this in the house all of the time. It's not going anywhere else. The newer lights, I've got to make sure my batteries are charged up. If they're not, I can't video, then I've got to wait 3 or 4 hours for them to charge up. Really, really nice to have that as a mains powered on there. The other nice thing about it is that it actually has a brightness control. Now this thing will go up to, I think, about 4,000 lumens. Check out the Amazon page, it's all there. But you can go from a 10% all the way up to 100%, so you can really control that light quite nice. Now, a lot of you out there will say, well, newer do ring lights and stuff like that, and they're about £20 cheaper. Yes, but what they don't actually have is a temperature control on here. So this temperature control allows you to adjust it between an orange glow light all the way up to a blue light. It goes from 3,200 kelvins all the way up to 5,600 kelvins, all here. No need to put additional filters over the top. You can just adjust it, look into the camera, adjust it a bit more, get it how you want it. I really, really do like that. Now the whole idea of the ring light is basically you either set this up and you angle it, and then you get your camera freehand and you take a picture of your portrait type subject or a video of them, or you put the camera in the middle and then use the ring light to flood the person with some light so that you can then take your pictures. So in the middle here, you'll see a hot shoe. Now again, I'll leave pictures around, but you have a hot shoe in here. Now what they do supply you in the kit is quite a lot. Just gonna drop the ring light down a second here and try not to break it. Is they give you a hot shoe here with a adjustable tilt head on it and a spring load for mobile phones. Really nice. We've seen these before, fairly cheap. It's all made out of plastic. The ring light's all plastic as well, but really, really nice and simple, all thrown into the package. What they also give you as well is they give you an extending head. And why do you want an extending head? Well, you're going to need something to put the actual ring light on. So they throw into it a full tripod. And this tripod is the usual type where the heads will lift up and down like so. The ring light then sits on the top of that tripod, and it has on it a adjuster arm, so you can adjust the tilt like so, and it's just all plastic screws up onto that. So you get the tripod thrown in as well with it all, which is really, really handy. This tripod will go all the way up to 6 foot, but what you can also do is then put the extender, and it's like a gorilla arm type of thing, that can go on the top like so, and then with this you can then angle it however you want. So that all comes with it as well, which is all quite nice. You get an instruction booklet in here. It's a bit rubbish. All instruction books are a bit rubbish, but never mind. And it all comes in a nice little bag like so. Nice and easy for storage and carrying, and you can just about get the tripod and the light in there. Just be careful, don't be throwing it around, otherwise you might be breaking things. So yeah, this is the ring light that I decided to get. Obviously I've tried it before, hence the reason I'm taking this video. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to show you, obviously I've left some pictures around different camera angles to my setup. Like I said, the main reason I wanted this was something that I could just move around, nice and simple setup, and not take so much space in my office area here, and get nice decent-ish lighting, good enough for me on YouTube. So what I'm going to do, we're going to break away from this and we're going to set this up, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it and see what we think of it. Okay, so we're back, and what we've done is I've stripped away all of my other lighting equipment. So all of the other tripods are gone, the 2 newer lights, the reflector, it's all gone, and replaced it simply with the ring light here from ESDDI. My DSLR camera is sat in the middle of it, so I'll leave some pictures, and we've got the other camera running so you can see that. But this is much simpler to set up, and I can really see why YouTubers like this and why people that do portraits like this. I think the light quality on here is actually quite good. I'm obviously going to have a look at it in post-production, but I'm not going to mess around with it too much at all on there. Now what I do like about this is if I want to change the temperature balance, then I can just lean forward, and I'm looking in the other screen, so apologies here, so I can see, and you can see now I can give myself a bit of a lovely glow. So that's gone up in the redness area, so you know, that's the full extent of that. I can then turn up the power, and that's very bright, and you can see the full extent of the range on there. That's 100%. Now what we'll do is we'll turn this into a blue, and of course that's getting even brighter, and it's probably blowing the video out and then we'll just drop this down a little bit, and basically I run it at about 1/4, and I'm very, very, very happy with that. So yes, it's reduced the amount of clutter that I've got here, much simpler for me to set up as well. I love the fact that it's mains powered as well. I do not have to mess around with making sure my batteries are done before I can do any videos. Plug it in, I'm good to go. But that does mean, of course, that you can't really use it outside or traveling around unless you're going to be indoors. But yeah, that's something I'm happy with. I'm YouTubing from home 9 times out of 10, so I am really happy with that. So we talked about the power that I love, and I love the fact that you can change the temperature on there. I love the fact that it has the horseshoe in the middle. It's all perfectly designed, just like an O-ring should be. An O-light should be. Basically, you can then put your mobile phone in there. That is a really good point on that, actually. The fact that they give you this setup for a mobile phone. So the whole setup that you get is pretty damn good. You get the light, you get the tripod, you get the adjustable flexi arm on there, you get the power cable all sorted out as well, and then you get your mobile phone holder on here. So primarily this package is those guys that want to use a mobile phone. However, that does bring me on to a bad point, and as you know, I always tell you some bad points. But the bad point is, if you want to put your DSLR in there, then you're going to need some form of hot shoe into probably a standard tripod adapter at the bottom of your DSLR, and you're going to want a way of adjusting it. So what you're going to want is hot shoe to swivel up the top into your tripod adapter. Now I don't actually have that there. I'll leave some links around, I'm sure you can find them, but I have a couple of these lying around here. So these are just little swivel joints with a standard thread in there, and then I got a hot shoe one, and basically I combine them up there, you know, £4 or £5 off Amazon. I'll leave some links for you guys, and then my DSLR's in there, so that's a little bit of a downside. That, unfortunately, I haven't supplied that in there, but it keeps the cost down. With regards to cost, I think the cost is really good, actually. You know, a lot of you will go, like I said before, oh, there's some out there that you can get them cheaper. Yes, but they do not have this. They don't have the temperature control. You have to start plugging filters, and it's not, it's not as easy. So I really do like that. I'm just reading my notes down here. So the price wise, yes, it is good, but then on the con side of it all is it is cheap. It is made of plastic. Everything's made of plastic other than the tripod itself. So it's not going to take massive amounts of abuse. Do not go throwing it in your car and expecting it to survive. Everything about it, the fluorescents in here, I think they're LEDs in there. It's all it is cheap plastic. There's no way of getting around it, but it's good. Just be careful with it. Be gentle with it. You know, don't be going throwing in stuff into the bag and expecting it to survive like that. What I do like is because it's LEDs in there. Now it doesn't get hot. My newer lights, they actually do get quite warm, even when they're running on the batteries. This is not giving off that much radiation to me, heat-wise. So that makes things much nicer when you're doing your filming on there. But yeah, the other thing I suppose to go with it is it's not a pro system. I'm sure you can go and get much more expensive stuff out of there. But for us amateurs and us beginners, that want to get into YouTube, and let's just say you want to use your mobile phone, you have a complete kit here, and it actually does work very well. And not only can you use it for video, and you can use it for photography, you don't have to actually put your phone or your camera in the middle of it. You can put it off to one side to light, and then to freehand as well. So yeah, really impressed with it. Like I said, I buy a lot of rubbish off eBay, and a lot of it goes off eBay and Amazon, but a lot of it goes back. This one is a keeper. I think I'm going to use this more and more because it just makes life so much easier for me, and I recommend this for the beginners. So let me know what you think. Is this something that you get? Which ones are you using? Is this sort of got a few thoughts going in your head how you can make your video productions a little bit better in terms of light, because we all know that light makes things easier to watch, makes a video a little bit more professional like that. So I'd love to learn your comments down below. If you've not already subscribed to us, check out our Facebook groups and our forums, etc. And if you're not into air rifles, check them out. There's loads of videos in there. It's a great hobby. You might love it, and I'll catch you next time.